talking about gratitude. And one of the uh, yamas is santosha, which is, oh, let me get this right, is contentment, which really ties in well with, and this is in the Yoga Sutras, with gratitude. And it's a great time to talk about it right now. Thanksgiving is coming up, and this is kind of the time of year where a lot of our focus is on being thankful. And I know this year has been a big doozy of a year with a lot of changes and upheaval and uh, a lot of ups and a lot of downs. And this Thanksgiving season with the pandemic, we have a lot of families who are not going to be getting together in the usual way, and some uh, out of safety, which is prudent, are going to be keeping a distance from each other. And still, it is a time to be grateful. And every moment is that time. When we, you know, santosha or contentment being part of our yoga practice is really all about uh, accepting what is so and not relying on external things and external circumstances to feed our joy. So, whether it's food or some activity that we do or other people, it's having an independence, it's having our joy and our happiness be independent, which is what my teacher likes to say, Swan Michelle, inside, independent. And so, one way, a very important practice to do is gratitude. And I think Maya Angelou said, I'm going to attribute it to Maya Angelou, that the most important prayer is thank you. Ways that we can cultivate gratitude in our lives might be to take up a journal, a gratitude journal, send a note to someone as expressing all the things about them to them that you're grateful for. And just take in every moment that we can to be present here and um, and have a sense of counting our blessings. Um, I am grateful that my sister is here and she is watching from inside the house because she's here with her, my little nephew, who would definitely cause a ruckus if he were outside. Uh, but with uh, uh, a lot of changes in my life uh, that this year has brought, it has been so important for me to practice gratitude. And the most important time, well, it's always important to do it, but especially when times are difficult, especially when it doesn't come naturally, when you're feeling like, you know, down, or something in your life is causing um, disturbance. That is when especially the practice of gratitude is so important and valuable to bring us back to reality and to look around and broaden our awareness, to remember that we are more than, and our life and our experience is more than just the struggles that we might be going through. And like my mom used to say, life isn't all rainbow. She said, life isn't all rainbows and butterflies. And I remember thinking, but you know what? Life has rainbows and butterflies. Like when there's this sucky experience is happening. Yes, it is. And look, there's a butterfly. Isn't that beautiful? Or, and rainbows, the sky, the clouds, water. Take a moment to remember and take in all of the abundance of this life, and not remembering to come from a place of abundance and recognizing that and seeing that, and rather than living in a small sense of awareness and self. So, uh, Zeta is grateful for being alive and healthy. Yes. So our yoga practice is a great time to practice this. So we're going to do that today. So how about today we start on our backs? And I'm also thankful for Katrina Zeck, whose yoga class I went to yesterday out on the bayou, who inspired me today. She's an intern in training at Unity Church, and she's beautiful. So let's start off with lying on our backs. If you have blocks, uh, place your knees on the blocks, or if you have pillows, find some pillows, something that's nice and comfy that will allow you to rest in uh, Baddha Konasana, or Urdhva Baddha Konasana is what I'm calling it. Lying on the back, bring the feet together, let the knees fall open to rest. And if you're really super open and you feel good with just letting the knees fall towards the ground, but really I encourage you to find something to support the knees, or come to a place that feels good for you, whatever feels most comfortable. And place the left hand on the heart, the right hand on the belly, or both hands on the heart, whatever feels right for you. And come here to this moment in presence, the sounds around, other things in the room that might draw our attention, or in the space outside our bodies, the air, the light, the sound, our bodies settling into the earth, noticing gravity, with gratitude, all that is given to us right now in this moment, for this opportunity to practice, for our bodies. Maybe think about one part of your body right now that you're grateful for. With this opening, opening up, settling into the earth, and opening up to the universe, of the people in our lives, our neighbors, family, friends, and strangers that we meet as we go through our day. Leaders, people that we see that share beautiful messages and beautiful work. Saying thank you. Coming to mind things that we are grateful for about these people in our lives that we know both directly or indirectly. Count them all as a blessing. Count them each as a blessing. And when you're ready, raise the knees and plant the feet on the ground. Remove your pillows or your blocks and bring the knees into the chest. Really hugging our legs, hugging ourselves. We might raise our head if that feels good. Rolling into a ball. Rest the head on the ground. And with awareness of this body, with gratitude for all that we can do in our practice today. And we may not be able to, at this time, get into every single crazy pose that that I may or may not invite you to do today. Being grateful for all that we can do, being able to be here on our mat and play. We may meet ourselves at our edge and breathe there with kindness and play. And so from here, let's begin to rock back and forth. It's rocking as you might build up momentum with a few rocks. Find yourself in a seated position. Keep rocking till you get there, and ultimately get there however you get there, and find ourselves seated. And when you're ready, let's rock back one more time to balance on our torso. Here, holding on to the toes. You might begin to move the legs towards straight. Or hold on to wherever you choose to hold on to. If you have a strap, you can also use a strap here. And move the legs towards straight while we're balancing on the tailbone. Holding that balance here. Going into ourselves. You can play with allowing the legs to fall down to the earth. To move into forward fold. Again, using a strap here. Or holding onto the legs or the feet. one way that I like to move into forward fold is to allow my knees to give a generous bend in the knees, and particularly since this is our first opening up the hamstrings, we may be tighter, particularly in the morning. So allowing the legs to be bent or holding a strap, with each breath lengthening the spine and folding in to ourselves. And with each breath, we might find that we can go a little bit deeper. And we're beginning to explore with gratitude, going into ourselves and realizing that's where our joy resides. And remembering that it is independent of anything outside of ourselves. Inviting ujjayi breath, which is an audible breath, constricting the back of the throat. So it might sound like the ocean. Inhale, slowly come to rise. And exhale, rock back once again onto the torso. Bring the hands under the thighs. Right back onto the tailbone. Hands under thighs, knees bent, spine is long, crown is lengthened, and with the awareness on the lumbar spine, imagining that we might be in mountain pose. Move the legs towards straight, and if you begin to lose that curve in the lumbar spine, hollowing it out, then that's where your edge is, and you stay there. Play with moving the legs towards straight. If you can keep that spine long, and you can keep the hands under the thighs or let go for Navasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. And release the feet to the ground. Place the hands behind with the fingers facing the toes, palms on the ground, fingers facing towards the feet. And grounding down in those palms of the hands and in the soles of the feet. Push up to altar pose. Drop the head if that feels good. Opening to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. And release the pelvis to the ground. And once again, move into your Navasana. Inhale. exhale. 1. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Staying strong in the core. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. And exhale. 5. And release. Right. Hold on. Wrapping the arms around the legs. And with the knees slightly apart, we might let our head fall between our knees. Holding on here in gratitude for our strength and our courage. And from here, send that, wrap the right leg out behind and come to rise. To a low lunge. Grounding down, the knee is stacked over the ankle. Not going forward beyond the ankle. So you don't want to be like this, okay? So knee is stacked right above the ankle or behind. Grounding down in the fingertips or with blocks, if that helps to reach the ground. Feeling our connection here with the earth. Plant the right hand on the ground. Open the heart towards the sky. Inviting a twist in the lumbar spine. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale, bring the hand to the ground. And the knee can be grounded or lifted. Inhale, come to rise. For Crescent Lunge, reach the hands towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Reach the hands in prayer. And bring the hand back down to the ground. And step back to downward facing dog. With our first down dog for the day, you might pedal out the feet. And move in what way feels good to you. The fingers are spread wide. Wrist creases are parallel to the front edge of the mat. Grounding down in the palms, curling the fingers into the ground. Put a deep bend in the knees. Arch the tailbone towards the sky, deepen the lumbar curve. And maintain that curve and then move the legs towards straight. Breathing. Inhale and reach the right leg towards the sky. And exhale, step it through to low lunge. Grounding down in the fingertips. Remembering you can ground that back knee or keep it lifted at any point if you feel like you need to ground the knee. Give yourself permission to do so. Inhale, really connecting here. even distribution of weight in both the front and the back leg. Ground the left hand down. Open the heart and the right hand towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale one. Really feeling a nice juicy twist in the low back and hips. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Steady breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and drop the hand towards the ground. Exhale here. Inhale. Rise. Bringing hand to the thigh or reaching hand towards the sky in Crescent Lunge. Inhale. Exhale one. Inhale, lifting the crown and the heart. And exhale, opening the heart towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Steady breath. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands towards the ground. Grounding here once again. Inhaling and exhaling. Step back to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And if it feels good to come down to the forearms, if there's a lot of pressure on the wrists, always feel free to do that in dolphin pose. Slipping all over the mat today. Inhale and reach the right leg towards the sky. Exhale, step it through halfway and pivot to come to the outside of the left foot so that we're opening towards the sky once again, or opening up, grounding down in the left hand and sending all of our energy and gratitude out to the universe and receiving whatever grace is here to receive. And you can stay here on the hand or drop down again to the forearm if that feels good for you. Or you may move to full Vashisthasana, reaching that right foot to stack on top of the left. And take whatever form feels good for you, whether it's tree pose variation or reaching that leg to the sky. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. And release. Push back. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Remembering to keep the breath steady and comfortable, even as we meet challenge and difficulty. Remembering the breath. We get the same amount of oxygen with 3 shallow breaths as we do with 1 deep, beautiful breath. So keep it beautiful. Slow and steady. Inhale, lift the left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it halfway through and pivot onto the outside of the right foot for modified Vashisthasana on forearm or hand. And you can stay here or stack the feet Find your variation of Vashisthasana. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. I'm going to do 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. You got it. Inhale, exhale 5, and release. Push back to downward facing dog. Bring the knees down to child's pose. Allow the knees to be wide and allow the torso to fall between the knees. Bring the chest towards the earth, head towards the earth, and surrender. Feeling supported here. Recognizing all that our bodies are capable of with gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for this earth and all the bounties, for the sun, for always being supported by such abundance. It's amazing. Inhale and come forward. Exhale, push back downward facing dog. Exhale, send the left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Inhale, bend the knee, and exhale, open the hips. Stacking the hips, keeping the shoulders level. Inhale, and exhale, step it through to Warrior 1. Plant both feet on the ground. Inhale and rise. The back foot is grounded. You might take a wide stance in order to square the torso forward towards the short edge of the mat. Tuck the tailbone. Reach the hands towards the sky. Inhale and exhale. Drop the shoulders softly away from the ears. Strong in our core. Shining our hearts open. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Open up. Warrior 2. Here the torso is squared towards the long edge of the mat. The back foot and the front foot are perpendicular to each other. Or even you might have the back toes might be pointed slightly forward. Knee is stacked over the ankle or behind, but try not to go forward beyond the ankle. Reach the hands out. Inhale. Exhale 1. Gaze over fingertips. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, pull forward. Utthita Trikonasana. With hand on the leg, a block or the ground. Open the heart once again towards the sky. And offering and receiving. Inhale. Exhale. One. Inhale. Exhale. Two. Inhale. Exhale. Three. Inhale. And lift that left hand off of the ground. Send the right hand over like you're holding a big beach ball. Inhale. Focus the gaze at the fingertips. Exhale. One. Inhale. Exhale. Two. Inhale. Exhale. Three. And release. Good job. Scoot that. Begin to shift the weight forward into the left foot. You might hop the back foot in, maybe a step before you come to the front leg. And we'll move into Ardha Chandrasana or Ekapada. You can bring both hands down to the ground or one-legged forward fold. Otherwise, if you're moving towards Ardha Chandrasana, open those hips towards the sky. The right hand opens towards the sky. And again, you can always use a block or use the wall, moving towards the wall and allowing the back body to rest against the wall to allow you to access the pose. Inhale, exhale. One. Inhale, exhale. Two. 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale. 3, and you can stay here for the 5 breaths or grab hold to the ankle for Ardha Chandra Chapasana. Shoulda came in the half moon. That might be my favorite name, translation to a pose. One more breath. Inhale, exhale, and release if you took the bind on the ankle, and release the hand to the ground, folding forward in Uttanasana. Breathe. And you might take a nice bend in the knees here, if that feels good to fold, to go in. Moving the legs towards straight as you settle into the pose. You might hold on to opposite elbows and sway from side to side. Just really enjoying gravity right now. Allowing gravity to pull our torsos down. Enjoying our feet and our ability to stand here, and our ability for our legs to support us. Inhale, lengthen the heart halfway. And exhale, step the right foot back to Warrior One. Reach up to the sky. Equal distribution of weight in the front and back foot. Widen your stance if you need to square those hips forward. Tuck the tailbone. Tuck the low ribs into the belly to really engage the core. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, shining the heart open. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale, open up. Warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale and straighten that front leg. Grateful for me telling you to straighten the leg to give that thigh a rest. Inhale and drop the hand to the leg or block or the ground. Open the heart. Inhale. Utthita Trikonasana. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Do 5 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Hand to waist. Step that back foot in to move into Ardha Chandrasana. Find your wall or block, or choose one-legged forward fold. Lift that back foot into the sky. The left hand towards the sky. And the last part of the pose is to lift the gaze towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. And bend that knee or stay where you are. Grabbing hold to the ankle. If you choose, inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Release the bind or release the hand to the ground. Foot to the ground. Fold forward. Uttanasana. Going in once again. Inhale. Begin to open the legs to a little more than hip width distance apart. Wow. And from here, you may reach the left arm through the inside of the legs and grab hold to the right hand to take the bind here. Or if you have a strap, you might use a strap to help you reach to take the bind. And so you might need to bend in that left knee and holding on here, moving with that bend in the knee, and begin to move that leg towards straight, and open the heart. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. And since Zeta's here, and I know that you like Bird of Paradise, we're going to move into that for our balance practice. So you can choose to move with us, move through Bird of Paradise, or find your own balance practice, like tree pose or what have you. But if you're going for it with me and Zeta, should begin to shift that weight into the right foot and coming to the toes of the left foot, and shifting that weight, begin to rise and bring that foot to the air. And with balance, it's all about focus and play and not taking ourselves too seriously, but focusing, letting go of our own ego and doing what is needed to return to center. Gaze at something that is not moving, and from here you play with straightening the leg. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3, and release. So if you need to back off, like I know that I did, if you're feeling your body start to tremble, and you're coming, and you find that, if you're coming out of a sense of steadiness and ease in your practice, then giving yourself permission to back off, because remembering that the goal is to remain steady and comfortable. That doesn't mean not meeting challenge, not challenging ourselves, but maintaining that sense in our minds of connection and gratitude. So reaching that right hand through the inside, between the legs, grab hold to the left. You might have a deep bend in that right knee, and then move towards straightening it to open the heart. 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale and begin to shift the weight into the left foot and play with liberating that right toe off of the ground. Find something that's not moving. Focus the gaze and move that leg towards straight. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. And release. Folding forward. Let's open the feet wide. Coming into Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Inhale. Begin to walk those feet in. Drop the torso for Malasana. Bringing the hands in prayer, Anjali Mudra. Remembering our intention. Grateful for this moment. And now this moment. And this breath. And this breath. And if you want to play with crow pose, bring the hands towards the ground. I'm going to turn. So get really low, crouching down. Get the knee to the as much to the top, the shoulder here, and so that you're resting the knee against the upper arm. Plant the hands on the ground as if you're in down dog hands, and begin to shift the weight forward into the hands so that you begin to feel those hands supporting the weight of the body. And with the front of the knees, just below the knees here, resting against the upper arms. Begin to shift the weight further even more until you might play with lifting one toe off of the ground. And you might play with lifting the other toe off of the ground. The good thing is we're already close to the ground, so if you fall, no, it's all good. Stay here in crow for however many breaths. Say 2 more breaths, or coming out or playing with getting back in. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and you can fly those feet back or come right back down. Here's what it looks like if you shoot the feet back to Chaturanga Dandasana, and then lowering down, rising into upward facing dog, and push back to downward facing dog. Now I did that because I like to do it. But if you're, if that's not in your practice, it's all good too. I just couldn't help it right then that time. So here we are, finding ourselves back in Malasana, or if you did go through the sequence I just showed, you might meet us back here. And bring the knees down to the ground and come to sit on the feet. Oh wow, it's already almost 9 o'clock. So we're going to come back down and sit on our backsides to prepare to close the practice, because I just realized the time. Finding ourselves here, let's slowly begin to roll down towards the ground. And that was if you played with crow pose, your heart might be pumping and you might be feeling that the energy flowing through your body. Just begin to allow that to dissipate. Drop the right leg towards the earth. Bring the left knee into the chest. Just giving ourselves a nice hug. Taking joy in our efforts and in relaxation. Drop that left knee over to the right side and open the left shoulder down towards the ground. And here, you may follow me or do whatever final poses feel good for you to transition into Shavasana. Come back through center. Drop that left leg towards the ground, right knee into the chest. Inhaling and exhale. Drop the right knee over to the opposite side. And bring the right shoulder down to the ground. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale back through center. Bringing the knees into the chest. And then reaching legs towards sky. Begin to slowly allow the legs to fall towards the earth with each breath. Until you find yourself in Shavasana. Allowing the feet to fall open, palms to fall open. Letting everything go. Feeling heavy, melting into the earth. You might stay here in an extended Shavasana. When you're ready, bring the hands in prayer. And as we prepare to meet the day ahead, we have an intention of gratitude. That we're grateful for our practice today. I'm grateful for each other. And sharing that with all that we interact with today. The people we meet and our loved ones. Take notice of the sunshine or the clouds, of the leaves, of the animals. Gratitude for the abundance of this life. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.